Game on. Let's have a look inside the new iiRcade pole position. This thing's pretty neat. It's got this nice potentiometer here for your steering, and it's a nice unit. Let's have a look inside. So I'm going to turn this thing off right now because we don't want to break anything that way. Unplug it. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove 4 screws from here, just regular Phillips head screws. I already took these guys out already. And unlike other machines that they had, they used to have screws on the side. You couldn't get inside the unit. They've been kind of nice this time, and you can get kind of right in there. So we can see it's not too much on the back panel. Here we have our speaker. We have our volume and our on-off switch up here. We have our USB power and our headphone jack back here, and also the changing your display brightness. Of course, your battery area, and everything is soldered in on here. And on the back of the PCB, there's not much here. We'll take the screws off and see what we have here. And these are your buttons for the front, and obviously then you have your control panel. I'm not sure how much of this we can take apart, but we will do our best here. So I'm going to take my my Phillips head right here. I'm going to get right involved and see how taking these guys out here. It just looks like 4 screws of access to PCB and then the display area. And you know, iiRcade, their newer stuff that they've done, I've been pretty happy with. Probably this is my second favorite. My first favorite is still the Ghost Effect or Ghost Pepper Effect Space Invaders they came out with. But I feel sad they took it away. Now you have a regular Space Invaders without the Ghost Effect on there, and I think that's a dumb move. But hey, whatever they want to do, they want to do. So with this last screwed out, we should have access to the PCB. I just don't want to lose that screw. I'm gonna have to put this thing back together, obviously. And sure enough, our screen comes right out. There's our screen. That's I think a 2-inch or 2.5-inch screen. Display screen here. And what's holding this thing down? I think it's just that. So they did file off everything here on the chip. So we don't know what kind of chip that is there. I'll get a little bit closer. Maybe you guys can do a little detective work on your own. But there we go. So not a lot there. Of course, it looks like we can tap into all the different controls over here. You have the up, left, right, down, ground, C, start, and then A and B buttons. So it's a C button, A, B buttons, ground again, X, Y, Z. So this PCB is probably used for other things as well. It does say over here, version 2.3.13 on that board right there. And it looks like the display is got a, I'm not sure if that's a flip or a pull. I don't want to break anything. That's a flip up. Okay. We should be able to get the screen right out. There we go. Screen comes right out. And we're going to try and take out these other screws down here and really take this thing apart completely here. So I'm going to get these 3 screws out down here, and that'll be just the buttons, which is your probably your A, B, and C buttons. Because I just don't want to lose these screws if I can help it. This one I probably get a little bit easier. Try and keep them most separated because each screw I want to put back in the right spot. That one's going to be hard to get. I'll get it later. This guy right here. A couple more turns on that one, I think. There we go. We'll get this screw saved. And it's just pressure, you know, carbon dot contacts. We have our start button, credit, and home button right here. Get a little closer for you guys to see that a little bit better. And then the last one we need to try and get out is the actual controller with our steering wheel on it. My screw fell down in there, of course. So let's see if we take these other screws out, if we can get access to that fairly easy. So I'm actually really impressed that they did it this way, because in the past, they really did not make it easy to get inside the machines. You know, I converted a few of these to a Raspberry Pi, and you had to destroy all the artwork on the sides. You know, all these had to be screws that were hidden, and wasn't a fan of that. So this is a much easier way to get into that side of the machine to work on it. I'll drop all these screws now. Now all the screws are going to fall. What happens when you don't have a magnetic screwdriver? I think we'll get access to the control panel in just a moment. It looks like all the screws are the same size anyway, so it doesn't have to go back to the exact same spots. You always worry about if you put the wrong screw in, it's the wrong length, you know, you'll damage the plastic and maybe go through. But can I get access to the control panel? I mean, we have, looks like this might be taped on still. I'm not sure. There's resistance with this. Yeah, it looks like it is adhesive to the sticker, I believe. So might not be able to get access to it. But for science, maybe we will do it anyway. There we go. All the screws went flying everywhere. Then we took out our bezel here and found the screws that fell. So I picked them up. And then there's our control panel. And I'm not sure if that's going to come out. There's no screws here. That might be taped on the sides. I'm not sure. Well, there are some screws holding that in. Let me get that one screw out of there. I don't want to lose it. Of course, I lost all my buttons now. Goodbye. Little rubber contacts. Might as well get them all out at this point. Oh, come on. Well, we got to come out. Here we go. There's a screw. And that one contact doesn't want to come out of there. Get out of there. There. Okay. So there are some more screws. There's still another screw in there. Get out of there. Stuck to the adhesive. Okay. So this doesn't look like it's going to come out, but maybe I can get it out with the screws. I'm not sure about the controls though, if these will pull off or not. Doesn't seem like the steering wheel wants to come off. So I don't think we're going to be able to get the control panel out per se, but we will see. There's a screw here. And so you can't get these other screws without getting this whole piece out. So it looks like that's as far as we can go without removing potentially the plastic on the sides. I think that might be it, my friends. Because this looks like this is all part of the outside. And since I can't get these off, and I don't think they pull off, I'll try one more time. Yeah, it doesn't want to come off. And this doesn't want to come off. They must have glued that sucker on good. So that's as far as we can go. But you see, there's not too much to this. I thought the PCB would have a little bit more in it. That's all there is. And it is a potentiometer down there for the steering wheel for sure. But it looks like the secret's to be held a little bit long because I don't want to actually permanently break this. I do want to put it back together. But these guys will not come off. Now this does spin, but it doesn't want to come off any other way. Yeah, that's not coming off. And the steering wheel, the same thing. So if these don't come off, there's no way to get the control panel out. So that's about as far as we can go. I'm going to put this thing back together, but at least you got to see the inside. There's really not a lot in here, but if you did want to modify these suckers and use these cases, these new cases are easy to gain access to. Okay, I worked really hard. I was able to get this off, and it's literally just a compression fit. And once you get the steering wheel off, it actually just pushes right in. Look at that. I'm really impressed on how well they've kind of redesigned this to make it a little more easy to be worked on. So now I can get the screws off the back and we can take a look. There's 4 screws here. or potentially 5. I'm not counting. Gotta go back to my Sesame Street days. It looks like 5 screws. I didn't think that one had to come out, but I think it does. And sure enough, there's our proof. They have a nice potentiometer right here. Get a little bit closer for you guys to kind of see that. And it's just a regular little switch here for the gear shifter. And then our carbon dot buttons. And it says DRV revision 3.36 P 2.0. So, I mean, I'm impressed that they did that. So overall, I got to say, iiRcade did a really nice job here with this. Putting a nice little steering wheel on here that actually is a potentiometer, just like you would have had back in the day when we're playing games. Now, there's no limiter. It'll just keep spinning and spinning and spinning, but that's actually okay. I'll forgive him on that one. But not much in here. Easy to open, easy to gain access to this thing. I'm really impressed that they changed and did all this. And the screen itself, I think, is pretty bright. It's got different levels on here. So this DSI display is pretty good. We have of course, our brake and our GRS. Okay, I know it says gas, but it looks like an R. GRS. I'll take it anyway. Control panel just slides right in. Once you get the steering wheel off, it just slides right in. And that's it. So I'm going to put this thing back together. But again, I can't really see anything on here as far as, I don't want to lose anything here. The chip, I assume that's the EEPROM there. It's got the pole position 1, pole position 2 on it, support chips. And then that's the actual processor, but there's nothing. It's completely clean. I can't see anything on it. But that's it, guys. I hope you did like it. I'd still recommend the iiRcade pole position. I think it's a nice one. I also like their Space Invaders and a couple of the ones that they've done for sure. But this one, as far as working on, very easy to gain access to everything. A couple of screws, that's really it. This did take a good amount of force. I feel like you're going to break it. It's on there really, really tight, which I guess is good. I mean, you really shouldn't be taking it off. You want it to come up during gameplay. But iiRcade, I take my hats off to you guys. Did a really nice job with this machine. And now it's just got to put it back together. But that's for me to do. For you guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up on your way out. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithms. It takes 1 second for you, but it does mean a lot to me. And if you're not currently subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. I just hit 12,000 subs in 12 years. I'd like to get 13 in 13 years, perhaps. But as fun as this was, and I do enjoy working on these things and tinkering and making changes to them, this is all fun and games. But always remember, nothing takes precedence over family and friends. Always make sure you tell them you love them. Tomorrow's never promised. But in between those times, I got to reassemble this, and then I will game on. Now you're looking for that arcade experience at home, but you don't have the space for a full-size arcade in your house or endless funds, then you need the GRS Build-A-Cade. It's arcade quality without the arcade price, from someone you can trust. The GRS Build-A-Cade is a very simple, easy to assemble 1/6 scale arcade computer you can build yourself. You can buy interchangeable controllers for every gaming option you need to play the games the way they're meant to be played. You can also design your own artwork or purchase artwork separately to make your GRS Build-A-Cade look like the machine of your dreams. The GRS Build-A-Cade is also the only home system STEM certified. Come see what all the YouTube creators are raving about. GRS Build-A-Cade.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
I just love talking to the vendors because we're supporting real people here. You know, these are people's passion projects. These are people's companies. These are the things that we pour our life into to share with others. So it's really beautiful to see. It's really beautiful to see. And one thing that I really want to show you over here, let's take a look at these mini cabs. Because last night I was playing them. I was blown away. These cabinets are amazing. I have got to show you my favorite one, which is right here, Robotron. This one is incredible. Although I love NBA Jam, I love Mortal Kombat, Donkey Kong Jr., Arkanoid. This is fun with the paddle. All of these buttons work. So you actually press the button to put the coin in, and then you press start. I'm telling you, this is like the authentic mini experience. So, and then the game starts up, and then you play. Look at this. And then you can customize this. There's so many amazing things that you can customize with this. And there's like stuff on the back. You can put a controller. It comes with a racing wheel. There's the roller ball attachment. You've even got mini guns. Like if you're playing a light gun game. I mean, it's got it all. It's got it all. It's really incredible. This is a really amazing machine. Hey, does anybody want to chat for a second about these amazing machines here? I mean, it's totally cool.
I can try and get my dad here. I just texted him.
Yeah, you just texted him? We'll come back. We'll come back. But it's actually, if you look at the back of the badge, they're on the back of the badge. So yeah, can you tell us a little bit about your booth or the name of your company?
So we're here with Glenn's Retro Show.
Okay.
We make new controllers for older games.
New controllers for older games. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. And I really, really love all of these arcades here. I gotta say, Star Trek is also one of my favorites too. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.